Sometimes I ask myself, what is the meaning of life? Raymond, is it worth it living an average life? I mean, look at this place. Do you remember that place in Banana, by the way, that house?
By the way, how was my acting?
Well, I mean, knowing that it's you, you are okay, and I probably could have dunked a bit better. Oh. But you were great. You were great, to be fair.
You know, that house made me change my thinking about hiring an interior designer.
Oh, really?
But this is on another level.
This is next level craftsmanship, isn't it? We're talking about opulence, luxury, cascading stairs, beautiful wide entrances, fountains, water features, gazebo, fire pits, barbecue, changing rooms, winding Versace design stairs, a garage, sculptures. Should I stop?
Don't you dare.
Well, because we're here to look at what Fine Urban Interiors is all about, let's check out the interior and you can judge for yourself what fine living is all about.
Absolutely.
After you. Well, Raymond, what can I say? I'm glad that you've decided to join me on this amazing, well, I don't know if it's a reveal, it's not quite finished yet, but we're here at one of the sites of a luxury mansion that Fine Urban Interiors is doing, and I'm really happy that you're here with me.
Ah, it's my pleasure. Let me see the wonders you're doing.
Well, I mean, you know, now that I'm in your presence, I always say that, you know, like I told you in there, I'm in the presence of excellence. So, you know, as excellent as you are, you know, renowned actor and legend in the game, you are going to be also in the presence of excellence here with some of the stuff that you're seeing. And I hope it is to your satisfaction.
Well, let me see.
All right.
Thank you.
So, as we're approaching this on the gate, I've been familiar with this property for some time, and when I came, none of this existed. This was just a flat wall with nothing going on. But you can't really see it now because of the cover. But there's quite a bit of work that's been done. The molding and the finishing on the exterior of the wall stretches out for maybe about 100 meters or so. It's quite a bit of work that has gone into this wall and this entrance as well.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. So what's your
I like
step?
This column.
Yeah.
And the design.
What is it? What does this column remind you of?
Well, some Roman architecture.
Isn't it? Yeah. Some Greco-Roman feel.
Exactly.
Yeah?
That's what I'm reminded.
And I tend to think that this client is very, you know, into the ancient arts and, you know, Greco-Roman and mythology and that sort of thing. As you will see, there'll be quite a few features that we can be able to pick out that are inspired by the Roman style architecture.
Quite obviously. I see some niche here. What's this for?
Yeah, I think it's
Are you going to have some painting or some sculpture?
Yes, there's definitely going to be something there. One thing about Fine Urban is there's a lot of attention to detail. So anywhere where you see there's a little bit of space, you know that it's not going to be left bare. There's going to be something or the other happening. I can't wait to see the final product, but I'm sure it's going to be something amazing.
Fantastic.
All right. So these gates will be electrical, so they'll open up automatically, and they'll be you can activate it by the push of a button, and all of this will be a Carbro finish, very, very exquisite, right through from the beginning, and as well from that area there. So coming in, you're going to have all of that finishing. When you look around, all of the stuff that's on the wall here, the the texture on this wall
Yes.
was actually requested by the client. All of this was a carefully selected eggshell paint that was picked out by the client themselves,
I just love the color scheme.
isn't it?
Yeah, because that goes very well with the gray
Yeah.
on the gate. Now, what's this space over here? Is it going to be
Yes.
left like that?
No,
or
no, no, no,
what's
not
gonna
at all.
happen to it?
From my understanding, our
Yes.
head designer says that this area is going to have some mirrors. So there will be a mirror finish
Oh.
to be able to reflect and have that little bit of luxury touch to it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
One-way mirror or see-through?
See-through. So it's so maybe translucent, so
Yes.
you can see out, but they can't see in.
Okay.
Yes.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so a lot of attention to detail there. Nice big gate. You can allow for two cars to pass each other on this finish, going down into the garage there. But one thing I must mention is
Yes.
the garage sits under this section here,
Right.
where you're going to have an intricate waterfall finish along the wall there. You can see obviously there's a couple of sculptures of a family. I think that's one of the requests that the client had. That's supposed to be a Maasai family. Again, you can see the paint finish by Crown Paints. So there'll be a waterfall feature happening there, leading up to the servants' quarter area.
Oh, there's the servants.
Absolutely. And then this section here is
Yes.
going to be a lounge for anybody who is passing through here. If you want to just take a break and relax, or if you have just a quick meeting with someone and you need to just not necessarily go into the main house, you can finish up here and then leave.
Lovely. So what about this open space?
So this open space is going to be covered. I believe there might be a bit of a skylight finish with maybe perspex glass. I'm not sure.
all right.
But from my understanding, it's been left like that so that there's a little bit of light that will be allowed through there. So whether it's perspex or some kind of transparent finishing there, that's going to be kept like that, but it's going to be sealed definitely to allow for people to walk across.
Lovely.
Yeah, and where we're standing now,
Yes.
Raymond,
Yes.
is another continuation of the water feature. If you see the plumbing that is available, that has been made available in the walls,
Yes.
you can follow that plumbing right through here, because these are actually going to be fountains.
Oh, these are fountains.
Yes, these-
3 fountains.
Yep, leading down to the main entrance. So you've got a water feature there, and fountains moving all through that section. And we're going to have track lighting right down here at the bottom. As you can see, the electricals have already been prepared
Yes,
for
I
track
can see
lighting
that.
all across there and across
Wow.
there as well.
Wow.
So you can imagine what this place is going to look like,
Impressive.
isn't it?
I can imagine, the lighting at night.
Yes,
You're walking in through the gate, which opens at the touch of a button,
yes.
and you're driving through, and the lights all over the place.
And you're greeted with the fountains.
Wow, I never seen anything like this. Now I noticed this the railings over here.
Yes, I'm glad that you
It's
picked
like-
that out.
Some kind of design.
Yes.
What's that design?
This is actually inspired by the Versace design.
Okay.
if you-
yes, I
yeah.
was thinking. I've seen something.
You've got a
like
keen
that.
eye, Raymond. You've got a very keen eye, yes.
Lovely,
So just to enhance the element of luxury,
Yes.
we've got this Versace grill customized all the way around there, and I think you will see it's going to be a feature in a lot of the other areas of the house, as we will see shortly. So this was all custom built by Fine Urban Construction and Interiors, and it goes all the way around here, as you can see, right down through
Yes.
the other side there as well.
right,
And it will obviously be painted by paints that we've got from our partners at Crown Paints.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Beautiful. I see that some wires over there.
Yes.
Are those lights?
Lights. You have to have
Okay.
light. Let there be light.
And so there is light
So let's
all
head
over the driveway.
all over the driveway. There will be light all across here. And I think maybe before we go that way, there's something that I want to point out.
Yes.
The client, like I said,
Yes.
there's a lot of inspiration from Greco-Roman mythology, and that sculpture there is
I
the
can
Guardian.
see that.
Yes,
exactly.
the Guardian with the spear.
Lovely.
So a lot of that.
But that looks more like Black African.
Yes,
The
yes.
spear.
Indeed. So while a lot of the architecture is inspired by Greco-Roman,
Yes.
you've obviously got this is an African client,
But
and
of
so they
course.
do want to have that African touch. So
Yeah.
as
So
we-
it's a mixture of
you know, contemporary Roman and a little bit of African with the sculpture there and the spear.
Lovely.
As you can see here, there will be a little bit of vegetation and landscaping.
Yes.
Again, complemented with the lighting features. So as much as you will have, you know, flowers and that sort of thing,
Yes.
there will be light features all across here to illuminate this wall. It's going to look beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. What about these niches?
Yes, yes,
Like
light
you said,
as well.
you know, there's no empty space.
Empty
wasted.
spaces, absolutely.
Yeah.
So as you can see, there's provision for lighting here as well.
That's right.
So a lot of this is going to be illumination right across, all the way from the top
Yes.
down to the bottom. If you look at it, these niches
Yeah.
and these columns have been molded into the wall all the way down in at intervals, right, going right down to the end of the property there. So quite a bit of work has been put into this
Apparently.
into this mansion.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Impressive.
you know, you can see little touches here as well. You've got your nice art here, the motorcycle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a special request.
And what's that made of?
That is actually made of a mixture of copper
Yes.
and a little bit of tin. So it's a bit of an alloy.
Okay.
So it's been sculptured specifically for the client. Mind your head.
Right.
And you'll see obviously the sculptures of the lions there, which will be a feature at the gate.
Oh, right outside the
Right
gate.
outside the gate, yes.
Okay.
So there'll be
you
two.
have a lot of security.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got the guardian, you've got your lions outside there. So those lions, I actually watched them make these lions. So the guy told me that these rocks came from Kisi, and
Is
somewhere
that the famous Kissy
soapstone.
soapstone?
Yes,
All
and,
right.
and they were actually carved right here. We saw them do this in the last video, and to see them turn out like this is absolutely magnificent. You know, really intricate. I think it took several weeks to just chisel those lions out of that from a.
I would have thought these would take a year.
I mean, you know, amazing
little
stuff.
rock.
The guy there says he's been doing this for over 18 years. So you can see the kind of artisanry and craftsmanship that Fine Urban Interiors focuses on, and you know, that kind of thing, and also, you know, this kind of artwork. Here we're talking about jobs. We're talking about employment, creating opportunities
I
for
can
the
see
youth.
that you've created a lot of employment
Absolutely,
for people.
yeah.
I mean, just to refurbish this place.
Yes. So
Interesting.
that's one thing that I know Fine Urban Interiors and Construction is really proud
Yes.
of, the fact that you're able to create job opportunities for people and give them a chance also to express themselves. You look at that sculpture, that level of artwork. It's all really just a way of ensuring that nobody gets left behind and that we're all part of this journey together.
Yeah, so it's not just building and construction workers.
No.
You know, like they say, watu wa mjengo.
No.
You know, you have a lot of other people
Yes,
involved in it.
absolutely.
Impressive.
So where we're standing is going to be the main landing area for the parking.
Yes.
This garage, from my understanding, can accommodate up to 2 cars comfortably, but you can actually fit 3 if you can squeeze in 3 if you're really determined, or 2 cars and a bike. I'm partial to bikes.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so and there's quite a bit of storage happening in there. Right at the back, there'll be space and compartments for different elements and items. Like I said, at the top there, you'll have your lounge, but I know that there's also going to be quite a bit of good lighting. From what the designer has mentioned, there'll be lighting and good finishing in there as well. Okay, so what's this hall here? So as you can see, we're actually on an incline and quite a bit of an aggressive slope.
Right, of course.
And obviously when it rains, there'll be
Yes.
quite a bit of water coming down.
Yes.
So as you can see here, this is actually going to be a manhole
Yes.
to take all the water that is going to be coming in from up there,
Yes.
and it should be moving. It should be directed and move right through underneath the garage
Yes.
into here.
Yes.
But if there's any issues, this manhole will be able to. You can be able to sort out any issues from here, but it will be covered. Once the carburetor and the rest of this parking area has been finished,
Yes.
you won't notice it because everything will be moved up
Obviously,
to the same
then
level.
It will be leveled.
It will be leveled.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yep. So that's it for the outside. Perhaps we can start with the main entrance.
Okay.
What do you notice about this main entrance? What's your feeling?
Wow. Okay. Again, the columns.
Yes.
I love that.
Yep.
And I like the design.
Yeah.
And it's all stone.
Solid concrete. These columns did not exist.
They didn't?
They didn't exist in this
So
format.
what else here?
Yeah, it was just this very thin. It was almost nondescript. You can't even call them columns. It was just some elements that were put in place just to show that there was an
Stabilize.
interest, just to stabilize.
Yes.
But now this was purpose built for this. As you can see,
Yes.
there will be light features all across here to illuminate these columns at night. Lighting all across there as well, so that as you come in, and anywhere where you see this kind of thing, Raymond,
Yes.
know that there will be a light feature.
Of course.
Yeah. So all of this was purpose built. There are electricals running all the way through the house, and starting from outside here, we want it to be really grand, so that when you walk in, you know you're greeted by something really special.
You know what I like about this is that it not only serves the architectural necessity of holding the roof over there,
Yes.
but the artwork that has been put into it to make it look beautiful.
Yes.
Wow.
Again, attention to detail.
Interesting.
Yep.
No, what I see here is functionality.
Yes.
This beauty, comfort, and functionality all merged together.
I think
I love this.
I like that because
Yes.
in all the videos that I've been in, I'm always impressed with the amount of beauty, form, and function. So it's not just aesthetics; it's
Exactly.
also something that is serving a real practical purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah. This main gate is also going to be repurposed and painted a different color.
Okay.
We've got the grand door as we walk into the
I can imagine it will be great, to match with
to match
everything
with the
Yes.
gate and the rest of it.
And the dominant color, this gray against white.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes. Yes. So
Fantastic.
as we walk into the main entrance.
Oh, I like the tiles.
Yeah.
I like this.
You can see that. Obviously, it's still under construction, but
Yes.
the last time I was here,
Yes.
there was no tiling. So for me, this is seeing the progress is really gratifying to see the kind of marble finish that is here. It reflects light really well, and it has a cooling effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm already feeling cold.
Yeah.
It's like there is an air conditioner.
Isn't
It
it?
is all natural.
Yes. And one thing, when you mentioned that, I think it's because this house has a lot of wide doors and
Yes.
wide windows. So nothing, in most places you would find there's a lot of the areas where air would move freely
Yes, yes.
have been sealed,
Yes.
because we want to put this and that. But there's a
Exactly.
lot of openness, and so you can see that there's quite a bit of air moving in and out the house from that door there, those windows, the main area here, from the library section, the kitchen area. There's quite a bit of open airflow, which allows for the place to be really well regulated.
I see what you meant about the these having inside the house as well. The
Versace design, right?
design.
I mean,
I love this. I just love this.
one thing I would like you to look at is the shape of these stairs,
Yes.
and the shape of the grill.
Exactly.
Look at that.
I mean, it's all falling into place
Yeah.
and making the place look so beautiful. Rather than the usual wooden, straight,
That boring or
very
yeah.
unimaginative.
Yes, or just the casual spiral that just
Exactly.
goes round.
Exactly.
So this is a very unique stairway in that you can access it from here.
Yes,
And you can access it as well from the main living room and the kitchen area on this side. So everybody has access to the stairway. But the curvature, look at the manner in which it curves. All of this curvature was purpose built and customized by Fine Urban Interiors. So it curves all, isn't it?
So perfectly done.
How it curves like that with keeping the design and the shape in place.
Yes.
Yeah, and as it curves, so this one curves that way, and this one curves this way and back.
Fantastic.
This for me is probably one of the most impressive features of this house. I love the stairway, the way it's been done.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I'm impressed.
And the grille and the curvature that complements it as well.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the features that I'm really big on. So I think one of the first areas we can look at, Raymond, is the living room. What do you notice about this living room?
Wow, the wide open space and the breeze that is coming out from outside. You know, you get the feeling from the heat outside in the sun. When you walk in here, you get the feeling, you know, like the AC has been turned on.
Isn't it?
Yes, it's just natural. Because the wide open spaces and so many, you know, exits and entrances all over the place.
It's beautiful.
So allowing circulation of air. I love this.
And as you can see, so these stairs actually did not exist in this format. They've been widened. So it was almost like this was one section. So this was closed off, and that was closed off. So it's been completely opened out to have an open access into the living room. Yes. You can access it from the kitchen. You can access it from the library, and you can access it from the main entrance. Right. Yeah. Right. So from all of that, this is now a nice level cascading into the living room, and there's so much happening here. Without even the input of furniture or anything else. Yes. You look at some of the features on the wall. This lighting feature, this massive aquarium.
Wow. Wow.
You know, just you know, because I remember the first time I came here, there was this open space that was separating the dining room and living room. Yeah, it was. I think there was like a little bit of paneling, and it really didn't make quite that much sense. So we thought, what can we do with this? And straight away he thought, let's put in an aquarium, and this is what we have here. I think, you know, it just adds a level higher in terms of the aesthetics.
This house, even without the furniture and all those other equipment that might come along.
Yep.
You get the feeling you cannot get bored.
Isn't it?
Yes. I mean, the design itself, the ceiling,
yep,
the aquarium, the staircase, the Versace, you know,
there's quite a bit to look at and enjoy and experience.
Yes, exactly.
It's all about the experience, Raymond.
Wow.
All about the experience.
I can see
that. The coolness and the light and the way the marble reflects the light off the ground,
right.
Obviously is just a level of luxury that I've become accustomed to while working with Fine Urban Interiors. This aquarium is obviously something really special. These were actually windows looking out. This has been sealed to allow for, you know, in case you've got some art or, you know, you've got bits and pieces that you want to put up there, right. Memorabilia, maybe some trophies, maybe some family pictures, right. Whatever it is, just to allow for that space to happen.
Okay.
But this was a window, so this has been sealed off.
Interesting.
That has also been sealed off. That was a window, right. To allow for as much open space as possible.
I like this wood paneling.
Isn't it?
And of course, the color, the
yes.
gray.
Yes.
You know, that contrasts very well with the black granite and white.
This feature wall, so it's, I mean, you know, you can tell that, you know, with a new marble finish, this yes. Marble is different from this marble.
Yes.
All of this is marble. This is solid marble.
Yeah.
It's not just a TV wall with no character.
Right.
And from my understanding, the designer has said that there will be some divers diving on here, and that diving is going to be a feature that we're also going to see outside. Yes, so there will be divers here, illuminated, and then obviously you've got your feature wall with a TV. You can mount a really large cinema-sized TV here, and you've got enough space at the bottom to be able to put in whatever appliance and gadgets that you fancy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So what about these shelves? What are they for?
Yeah, so here, this is another feature as well that was, it was really boring before. There was nothing going on here. So decided to put in, and again, this is something that I've marveled when it comes to the construction that Fine Urban Interiors brings.
Yes.
The ability to curve this wood and to build it according to this curvature.
Exactly.
To have space for, you know, if it's books, if it is vases, if it's, you know, again, family pictures. This section here is a nice way of breaking the monotony between the living room and that landing area over there. So you can actually see through it.
Just adds more to the entertainment of this,
isn't it?
Place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The beauty of it. Fantastic.
Nice high ceilings as well. Great
Yes.
gypsum finish. A lot of symmetry and detail has gone into into there. If you notice, there's quite a bit of climate control, and you're going to see that in most of the house.
Right.
The AC is not, you know, your typical air conditioning that is, you know, somewhere it's like stuck on the side of a wall.
Exactly.
It is actually built into the wall and into the ceiling. You don't even see it, but you can easily coordinate it at the touch of a remote control.
I like the over design, you know, the ceiling.
Yes, and that's something that again, you know, because there are a lot of curves.
Yes.
So just to enhance the curvature and make it really pronounced. If you were to stand right here in the middle, you will notice the symmetry, right?
Exactly.
That exists. You see that curve,
Fantastic.
and then the top there the way it goes like that. I understand there's going to be a very, very impressive chandelier. I can't wait to see what that
I
looks
can
like.
imagine.
Yeah.
Of course, the space is already provided for.
Yes.
Lovely.
And here, what do you think of this?
Wow. Wow. And the breeze just gets better and better.
Absolutely. Sliding doors here to allow, you know, for complete complete access.
Sliding doors.
Yes, there will be sliding doors here. Complete access to this area, and you know, you can do whatever you want. You can leave it plain, or you can maybe have one or two chairs. But for me, I would leave it completely like this, and just maybe have a couple of decorative features, because
Exactly.
this
Maybe,
space,
you know, some flower vase over
Absolutely.
there. You know, those huge ones.
Yeah.
On the side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Because there's quite a bit of space here.
Yes.
I mean, going into the living room, you've got so much space, and when you stand here, you really can take in the magnificence of this house.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yep.
Lovely.
All this did not exist, by the way. Huh? So we'll come back to this, Raymond.
Right.
And let's explore the rest of the house.
Right.
Oh, actually, I see that. You know, remember we talked about some of the divers that were going to be on this feature wall.
Right.
As you can see, I don't know. You can pick one up. Just be very careful with it. They're quite heavy.
Of course.
Yeah. You can see. This has been carved from the same soapstone that we saw outside there.
Yes.
Again, it's all
The
about
Kisi soapstone.
Yes, the Kisi soapstone. So it's all about creating opportunities for some of these guys who are artisans,
Right.
some of these guys who have talents and can bring their talents to bear. And what we want to do is empower them, you know, to purchase this kind of thing. You remember the motorcycle artifact that we saw outside there?
Yes.
And that's something quite costly. But you know, when you look at the cost of something like that, something over 100,000 shillings, it's really to empower the youth, so that you can encourage them to keep doing what they're doing. Because most of these guys, some of them maybe have not had the opportunity to go to school, but they're really talented at being able to create this. So this is just one of the things that, again, is really
Interesting.
is
So
really
where
about
is this
giving
going to be?
So this is, from my understanding, the designer says that they will be coming down at an angle. Some will be like this, some will be like that. You know,
lovely.
again, I can't wait to see what the finished article will look like.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So let's keep them safe there on the marble for now.
Okay.
There's quite a bit to see in this house, as we mentioned. So Raymond, these were actually just some casual bedrooms before. This was actually a guest room, and so was that. But now what this has been converted to is actually a request from the client, the gentleman himself.
Yes.
He wanted this as his own private study, come library, come wine cellar type of situation, to allow him to just get away from everything else that's happening. He can come and sit here, read, think. There's going to be a desk here for him to be able to work. Yes, absolutely. A study / office. So it's just his own private room to be able to sit and hang out. Maybe there might be 1 or 2 couches there where he can have a drink. There's space there for wine and some of his drinks. Books as well can be placed on either side here. And of course, you have to have a little bit of artwork to just complement the whole essence of this space.
Lovely.
Yeah?
I like the lighting as well.
The lighting is great. Natural lighting as well from the big windows, overlooking. So
overlooking the
pool, the swimming pool area.
Yes, the gazebo.
Absolutely.
Lovely.
So while he's here, he can see who's coming down. He has visibility on what's going on around here. So this is a nice quiet space for him to just think.
These are one-way glass.
Yes.
Okay, so you can see outside,
but you can't see in. Yes.
All right, lovely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Okay.
So this is the first guest room, which has been converted into his office / study, and this is now an actual guest room. So if you do have guests, this is one of the rooms that they can actually sleep in. So you've got obviously your little vanity area there. You've got the all-in-suite bath and shower there. So this is actually a guest room for anybody who comes to visit, and they can actually take a moment and relax here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the chandelier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nice finishing. These cupboards, all of this is new.
You know what I like? The contrast between this and that.
Isn't that?
The color, the choice.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody is gifted.
Yep. So all of that was repurposed and redone.
Yes.
Everything in the toilets, from the tiles, the bathroom, the shower feature, all of this was new. I mean, if you saw what this house looked like before, I mean, it's such a transformation. We can now look at what else is happening in the ground floor area.
Right.
As we move past the stairway, and into this area here.
Yes.
While you stand here, you'll notice that we're in the presence of an open style kitchen.
Right.
Very intricate, lots to see here. And of course, the dining area, which did not look anything like this. It did not look anything like this at all. Again, it has been widened. There's a lot of space. Tell me what you think about, what do you see, and what are your thoughts when you stand in this space?
One thing about the open style kitchen, some people are of the opinion that it is not very good, being in the view of visitors in the sitting room. And especially when you're cooking, that the aroma from the kitchen will be wafting onto the sitting room. Whether they want to eat or not, that's not what they want, right? It's better to smell the food from the table, but not from the kitchen. But the difference here with this house and the way it is designed is that there is so much air, going through that has been dispensed with.
Yes.
You will not get that at all because it will be sucked outside.
The number of windows, the number of doors, the number of air, the amount of airflow in this house is something else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I like about the design.
Yes.
Creating all that, without the need of an air conditioner.
Yep.
Oh, fantastic. I can imagine this house would be cool even with all the windows closed.
Yes. And one thing about this open air kitchen is that anywhere where there is an area for where cooking is going to happen, because you'll notice, and this is something that I must point out, there are 2 kitchens in this house. We are Africans.
Yes.
We need to cook, and then we need to really cook.
cook for the guests to impress, and then cook for ourselves.
Absolutely. So this area is, for some light cooking preparation, if you want to just throw a couple of things around,
Snacks or
snacks
something.
and whatever, and maybe you
Exactly.
can have a little area. You can see this area is somewhere where someone can actually sit down and have their meal. But on the other side that we'll have a look at just now,
Yes.
that's the real kitchen where we actually
Where the real
prepare,
cooking
yes,
is
the
done.
real cooking, the
Right.
gali and the rest of it.
Lovely.
And so a lot of the smells will be taken care of there.
Okay.
But there's quite a bit of extraction
Yes.
that has been built into the ceiling area, so
Right.
that those smells that you're talking about will be sucked.
The ceiling as well.
Yes, they'll be sucked into the
Interesting.
extraction.
So it's not just the closed flow of air.
No, there's extraction happening there.
Interesting.
And there's quite a bit also here.
I
Here
can
you've
see
got
a wine rack.
You've got a wine rack here.
Right.
Lovely. From the window, you've got some storage here.
Yes. Yeah, so one thing I've noticed about this house is the provision of light.
Yes.
Whether natural or, created like
Yep.
this.
Yep.
This is a wine rack.
But it's illuminated. You've got
Yes,
the cove.
illuminated.
You've got the cove lighting right in the back there. Yeah.
Exactly. You wouldn't imagine.
And can I tell you
There would
something?
be that.
This was actually where the fridge was.
Interesting.
The fridge was here,
Right.
right? And now the fridge has been repurposed to be in that corner over there.
Okay.
Yeah, and here this is actually the fridge. It's going to be a double door opening fridge
Yes.
that will be placed there. All of the appliances, including the fridge and some of the dishwasher and the rest of it, are all built in. This area, for example, with the storage,
Right.
will have a coffee maker, the microwave, everything built in. Because one thing that I love about fine urban interiors and construction is the ability to have movement and space.
Exactly.
In most houses you've got your appliances just kind
Yes,
of everywhere.
exactly.
So
And
you
then
have to
so
kind
crammed,
of yes, you have to
you
dance
sort of
around
have
them.
to- yeah, exactly.
But everything now is going to be purpose built into the spaces to allow for ease of movement as well.
Again,
Yes,
comfort
form,
and all those things.
aesthetics.
Form, aesthetics.
Yep.
Right.
And speaking of aesthetics,
Yes.
I want you to notice something.
Yes.
Of course, now it's covered because it's still under construction.
Oh.
Look at the difference in the tiling and the
Oh,
marble
there's
there.
a difference.
Yep. To be able to show that we're now in another space, to
Okay.
be able to distinguish that we've moved from the living space, the dining space,
Right.
into the kitchen area, and you'll notice that the wall
Yes.
of both the dining room and the living room
Right.
is fundamentally
It's
different. Yes.
Oh, yeah. And that goes very well with the floor as well.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
So this finishing is what you'll find on the floor as well.
Okay.
Very, very, very high-end tiling, and that rustic finish as well. Yeah. So here you have the opportunity to be able to sit. Maybe you can have a couple of high chairs that maybe you can sit and have your meal here if you don't want to have it in the main dining room area.
Right.
On that wall there will be a television as well. So in case you want to quickly come and have your breakfast, you can have it here, watch some
And
TV,
you have- all right.
and head out.
Lovely.
And if that doesn't suit your fancy, you can actually come and have it here in the main dining room. But of course, this is going to be more for entertainment.
Yes.
You've got your beautiful ceiling gypsum finish there. Big, beautiful windows. Again, our aquarium to ensure that we're not bored.
Fantastic.
Our fish can watch us as we eat. And as you can see here, this is not just an aquarium. This is actually going to be a functional top. So in case you want to serve,
Yes.
yeah, in case
Okay.
in case you have items that you want to bring from the kitchen, you can actually place them here and have a buffet style service to the dining.
The third item, functionality.
Functionality. So this
Beautiful.
is not just an aquarium. This is actually going to be a service bench where
Exactly.
you can place your items and reach for them as you eat.
Interesting.
Right. And of course we have enough electricals there.
Yes.
The view again from the dining
Again.
room into the garden.
Wow, fantastic.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yep. And if necessary, yeah.
One thing I noticed about this one-way window, you can dispense with curtains if you want.
Isn't it?
Yes, exactly. You can.
And keep it just nice and open.
Exactly. Or you put in the curtains just to add on to the aesthetic.
Just for the aesthetics, but you can actually just have them in that function and just leave it open.
Just leave it open.
Yep.
It's good enough. Lovely.
And so this area again now accesses the access to this area
Yes.
gives us a nice little bit of a balcony, so that
Okay.
if you want to have al fresco dining,
Yes.
you can have the dining room here,
Right.
and if you want to have maybe like a tipple after
Yes,
your meal,
after your meal.
after your meal, you can sit
Sit on
out
the
there,
balcony.
sit on the balcony,
Get the breeze
get the.
and have your tipple.
I think you would be right at home in this place.
That's why I said I think I'll rob a bank. I need to live here.
Absolutely brilliant. So we can have a look at
Yes.
the main kitchen as we walk through this kitchen here.
Yes.
So as you can see here, this is a pantry.
Okay.
So a lot of storage is going to be happening here. So whatever it is that we can't store there,
Yes.
will be stored here. If you notice, maybe you can't see it right now,
Yes.
but all of this area here
Yes.
is going to be storage here, because we don't want things in your face. You know.
Okay, but of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have drawers.
Yep, drawers and cupboards.
Yeah.
So this area now is for the main stuff. If you've got your unga, if you've got different groceries,
Oh,
you can just
yeah,
dump them
the
in there.
shelves and-
The shelving is all in there.
Okay.
So this is a nice pantry that again has been purpose built for that reason.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Now, our kitchen to really do the serious cooking.
Yes.
You know, when the aunties come and they need to now
Exactly.
throw down
Cook.
for the guests.
Right.
Yes, you've got your mbuzi, you've got your choma area, you've got, all of the stuff that you really want to make.
This is the place.
This is the place. Nice high ceilings, but some of these we call them outside kitchens.
Yes.
They're just kind of left, and it's just like, yeah, it's an outside kitchen. We're not going to pay attention to it. But look at the finishing.
But here the aesthetics are still maintained.
Very maintained. The marble on the wall, the marble finishing on the wall, the ceiling and the lighting features up there as well, and all of the appliances around here are going to be very, very premium. So this is our second.
And so what is the floor like?
So the floor here is going to be. Let's actually take a
Same?
peek. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be the same as the
Yes.
as the
Yeah,
one
that's
outside
right. Yeah,
there.
to match with the wall.
To match with the wall.
Okay.
And again, yeah, just premium finishing all round.
Wow.
Big huge doors. We've got big huge doors.
yes.
The large windows as well for the natural lighting. And if you look outside, you can see how all of the stairway. You can see the terracotta finishing outside there
Yes.
leads up to the. Remember the lounge that goes up to the garage?
Yes.
You can actually access all the way around.
From here.
Yeah, so if you're coming from the servants' quarter,
Yes.
you can actually access this kitchen directly from there. So as you can see,
Yes.
all of this area, again, we can't compromise on storage. But
Right.
what I understand is that this is not going to be the final design of the shelving and the cupboard.
Yes.
This cupboard is actually going to be replaced with a high-end finish cupboard, laminated MDF, which is this piece here. So what has been placed here is just to show what it will look like. So this was just done so that at least it can give you the idea of what is going to exist before the final product.
What color is that going to be?
It's brown. Remember the brown that we
Yes.
saw in the kitchen?
Okay.
To allow for that complete finishing.
All right.
Here, as you can see, there's room for a hood for the extraction. If there's going to be a cooker here and some more cooking there, there's going to be that extraction element. Again, the windows to allow for the airflow to exist. A lot of thinking has gone into this kitchen. Yes. All right.